Hey, and welcome to another episode of the Bracketeers. But we are on the home stretch of the actress's bracket, and as my yeah, the matches are really heating up. But we'll get into it now. The first round matchup we had Kate Blanchett versus Sandy B, and the winner is Kate Blanchett. Has a strong win against Sandra Bullock. So Kate Blanchett moves on. And next up on the docket we had Emma Stone versus Judy Garland. And just at a very close margin, Judy Garland takes it out. So we've got Kate Blanchett versus Judy Garland. And this is going to be tough because I like both of these. I'm going to give the slight edge to Judy Garland here. But anything is possible. Next up, we've got Amy Adams versus Scarlett Johansson. And Amy Adams just completely obliterates ScarJo. So Amy Adams moves on. And then we had Charlize Theron versus Nicole Kidman. And Charlize Theron edges out Nicole on the slightest of margins. So Charlize moves on, which means we've got Amy Adams versus Charlize Theron. I'm going to go Amy Adams on this. Charlize is great, but I think Amy Adams is going to take it out. Next up on the docket, we had Meryl Streep versus Frances McDormand. I know there's a big push to get Frances over the line here, but 57% of the votes read Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep does move on. Frances McDormand just closely locked out there. Then we had Audrey Hepburn versus Julie Andrews. And Julie Andrews takes out Audrey there and moves on. Which means we've got Meryl Streep versus Julie Andrews. Oh, this is tough, but I'm going to go Meryl on this. I think Meryl has what it takes to move on there. Next up, we have got Natalie Portman versus Judi Dench. Natalie Portman just easily wins here, which is not a major surprise there, but. And then we've got Emma Thompson versus Anne Hathaway. And Anne Hathaway edges out Emma Thompson. So Anne moves on. Which means we've got Natalie Portman versus Anne Hathaway. I'm going to give this slightly to Natalie. Which I think, aside from her geek stuff, that she's been in like Thor's and Star Wars, like her other stuff like Jackie, Leon's Professional, and her other movies are good enough for her to pull out the win. So, just to recap, our matches that we have for round 4, we've got Kate Blanchett versus Judy Garland. I'm going Kate Blanchett in this. We've got Amy Adams versus Charlize Theron. I'm going Amy. Meryl Streep versus Julie Andrews. I'm going Meryl. Natalie Portman versus Anne Hathaway, and I'm going Natalie on this. and voting is open, so anything is possible, and someone else has already voted already. So that brings us to the end of Bracketeers. Next week we'll be going down to the semi-finals. And potentially, yeah, but I don't know. Do the semi-finals for this, and maybe I'll announce the matches for the band bracket. Or announce the band bracket matchups. I don't know. We'll see about that just yet. But yeah, come to an end. So, you can find me on Take 3 hosting Random every Sunday. Next week we're going to have a horror movie one, 80s and 90s horror movies. Check me out on Formula Random. This week we've got a Star Wars Rebels match. And it's going to be Wednesday instead of the usual Tuesday. And yeah, also I'm going to be competing in Formula Classic over on Formula in 25 minutes, so check me out there as well. So